Hi guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be on the new Dose of Colors Minnie Mouse collection, and I'm going to show you my two looks that I've already done with it and show you the swatches to all of the products. So this is the palette right here, which is really nice. It does have Minnie Mouse in the front with a little bow, and this is the palette inside. So it does come with 6 eyeshadows and 1 blush. I will also be showing you the Minnie Mouse one in case you were on the fence of like which one to get. This one came back. It was available again, and this one does also, it's the same layout. It has 6 shadows and also a highlight. And from this line I also got the lipstick. I got it in red. This one's called Irreplaceable, and then I also got the glitter liner. So I already did 2 looks with this palette. Let me go ahead and show them to you. So the first one, I did do a full video on it, full tutorial on it. If you want to see it, I will have it linked in the little I button above. But the first thing that I did is I didn't set my base, and that was my concealer. I started with my transition shade and I slowly built it up. That one is called Forever Friends. It is a very warm brown shade. It's a pretty brown. It has like a yellow tint to it, and it just looks really pretty and warm. So I applied that one all over the transition area. And then I went in with the black. The black is super intense. I went ahead and I concentrated that shade in the crease area and I blended it into the brown. I did go back and forth with the black and the brown to make sure that it looked as blended out as possible, because like I said, the black is a very intense black, and anytime you work with any black colors you have to work a little bit harder to make sure that it looks blended out, or else it's going to look patchy. Since this black one is very intense, I did go slowly, and I also just kind of applied little by little. I didn't want to go all in with a bunch of black because then, you know, it could get a little messy. So then I did my cut crease, and honestly, whenever I had that black, I was like, what am I doing? I have no idea if this is going to turn out good. But I went ahead and I did my cut crease, cleaned it up, and I applied the gold shade that's in here. It's called Shimmer On, and that one is super intense. I didn't have to wet the eyeshadow. It looks very bright and glowy. The formula of the shimmers in this palette is really nice. It's exactly like the Mickey Mouse collection. The shimmers, the eyeshadows, even the mattes, they're really easy to blend. They're really nice. So I applied that one all over the eyelid area, and then on the outer corner I applied the red one. I did tell you in that tutorial, and I will say it again just in case you missed it, that the red does build up nicely, but on top of the shimmer it didn't want to grab on that much. Now that does help because I'm trying to transition the 2 shades together, but at the same time trying to build it up on the outer corner was a little bit hard because I did have that shimmer there. It did show up at the end. It was there anyways, but like I said, on top of a shimmer, which you don't normally apply a matte shade on top of a shimmer unless of course you're trying to blend them out. So I mean, it's really up to you, whatever you think about it, but to me it was fine. It's just I did want to let you know because I did go over it a few times, and I did want to let you know that I did have to pack on that color a little bit on the outer corner. And then on the outer corner, in the very outer corner, I did apply the black one again because I wanted the black to show up on the outside. And for the cut crease, I did go in with the eyeliner. This one is called Darling, and it has a silver black with a little bit of purple tone to it. It's a very pretty eyeliner. It applies smoothly. I didn't have an issue with it, and it shows up like the glitter. You can really see it. And then on the lower lash line, I applied the red one and I just left it as it is. It looked really nice and bright. So on the lower lash line, it looks more intense. This is where I think I was like a little confusing in the tutorial, but I made it clear at the end. It's just that on top of the shimmer, like I was saying earlier, it wasn't building up as much, but on the lower lash line where I didn't have any shimmer, it was nice and bright. So that's where you can see the difference. And then for look number 2, which is the one that I'm wearing right now, I started off with the orange shade. Well, it looks orange on the eyes, and maybe it's my skin tone because in the palette it looks more like a peach orange, and on my eyes it looked more like a true orange. Like it was just more orange, and it could just be maybe my concealer, that the concealer was wet and it oxidized a little bit, because the brown one did oxidize. I'll show you that one in a bit, but it did oxidize, and I'm guessing that's why it looks a little bit more orange than it does peach. So I packed that one on in the crease, and I wanted to make that one really intense. I blended it out with the brown, and that one is again that warm brown shade. I went over it a few times to blend those 2 colors out, and just like I said about the orange one, this one also oxidizes because it does look a little bit darker brown on some spots, and then when I go over it on the orange area, it does look a little lighter. So it just depends. If you don't set your concealer, I think you are going to get a darker shade. So that's how I can kind of tell that if you apply it on a wet base, which is like no setting it, then it's going to oxidize a little bit and look a little darker. And then when you apply it on a set base, then it's going to be more true to color, more true to the way that it looks in the pan. And for for that look, it was the same as the first look, because these combination of colors, it's like you really got to think about what you want to do, because there's only 6 shades. You're limited to what you can do. You can say that you're kind of limited, you know, because there's only 6 shades. You can use a blush as an eyeshadow if you want to too, but you know, it's kind of like, what am I gonna do? What look am I gonna create? So I was a little bit worried because I couldn't tell like how it was gonna turn out. That wasn't it. It was just a little bit like a lot. It was a little bit like a lot. What is that? It just seemed like so bright orange. I wasn't expecting for it to be like that. And then the brown, I was like, oh my god, how am I gonna clean this up? How am I gonna fix this? But I kept going, and I ended up doing a halo eye. I knew I wanted to do a halo eye, and I know I wanted to use the shimmer brown in today's look because I wanted to try that shade today. I wanted to try all shades for the 2 demos. And so I ended up putting shimmer on, which is the light shimmer on the center of the eyelid. And again, I already knew that one was gonna look beautiful because it's very intense. And then I applied Style Flash, which is the brown shimmer shade, a very, very pretty dark brown shimmer shade on the outer and the inner corner to create like that halo effect. They blended out easily together, and it looked really nice at the end. So now I have the orange peeking through in the inner corner and on the outer corner. It kind of got covered up, but I was okay with that because, like I said, I wasn't sure how that was gonna look. And on my lower lash line, I did pretty much the same thing that I did in my other look. I just applied an orange eyeliner and I matched it to the eyeshadow, since, like I said, the eyeshadow on me looked a little bit more orange than it does peach, so I applied that one alone on the lower lash line, and that is how this look turned out. So at the end, I was very happy with it. While I was doing the eyeshadows, I was like, oh, what am I doing? But I did want to let you know that they do have a lot of fallout. Like, I didn't notice it a lot from the black, which is good, but I did notice a lot of fallout from the orange, from the red, and from the shimmer brown. I did notice a lot of fallout from those 3 shades the most. From the first look, I noticed a lot from the red, and whenever I took it off with my brush, I already had my makeup on, I could still see a little pink on my under eye area. So either I would leave more powder on my under eyes, but some people don't bake, so if you don't, then you're just gonna get that fallout, and it might stay there because I could see it on my under eyes. And then in today's look, I did my eyes first, so it was really easy for me to remove that. I took it off, and then I removed any extra product with a makeup remover wipe. So that was easy because, like I said, I did my eyes first and then my makeup. And as far as the blush, it does look like a coral pink, and I would say that on me it does look true to the way that it does in the pan. It's like not pink, it's a little bit more coral than pink. I did use it for both of the looks, and it looks good with both of the looks. So for the first look, I did end up using the Dose of Colors Minnie Mouse lipstick. This one is a bright red. This one is called Irreplaceable. It is exactly like their other lipsticks. Let me grab the one I'm using. It's the exact same packaging as their original Dose of Colors. Well, I don't know if this is their original. This is another collab, but you know, the same type of bottle and everything, except it's red and it has a little Minnie Mouse, which I think that is so cute. And for the Mickey Mouse collection, they had lipsticks and lip glosses. For this one, they had 3 lipsticks, and I like these a lot better because today I'm also wearing The Trucks Keep Passing By. And I do like the lipsticks better because for the Mickey Mouse one, they had lipstick, like the regular lipsticks, like a lipstick tube, and then they had the 2 lip glosses. And I did like the lip glosses, and the bottle was exactly like this. It was just clear, but I do like these better, a liquid lipstick better than the regular lipsticks. And then for today's look, I also use a Dose of Color lipstick, but this one is called Aesthetic, and this is part of the I Love Sarai collection. So this one's more of like an orangey brown, which I think went really good with today's look. So I didn't want to wear red today. This one was still Dose of Color, still wanted to use Dose of Color, but you know, it's just like it matched the look better. And then the eyeliner, I really liked it. Now I kind of wish I would have got the other colors, but you know, it's just glitter liner, and I do have some. So the other one, I think it was more gold, and then the other one was a little bit more silver, I think. I don't know, but this one was a little bit different for me. This one is kind of has like a silver black tone to it, a little bit of purple too. So this one was one that I was like, yeah, it's a little bit more unique to my collection, and it's very pretty. So it was very easy to apply this one on the cut crease. I didn't use it today. It also doesn't transfer, so as long as you wait for it to dry before you completely open your eyes, depending on your eye shape, of course, but since I do have hooded eyes, it can easily just get everywhere. So I did wait, and then it dries pretty quickly, so that was fine. I'll go ahead and just show you the swatches to the Mickey Mouse one. Like I said, I do have a video on this one, so if you want to check that one out, I have a full, I think I did for this one a first impression try on, so you can check out that video. But here are the swatches of both of them, and you can see the difference. The Mickey Mouse one has a more muted tone theme to it, and I really like the color combination. Even though it's not bright colors, you get, you know, it's mainly like neutral tones, I still really like it. And my favorite part about this palette is the highlights. It's so glowy. I'm also wearing that one today, and it is just a beautiful, beautiful highlight. I feel like with the Minnie Mouse one, you can do more of a mix. Like you can do easy daytime with like the peach, the brown, and the light shimmer, or you can go a little bit darker using the dark brown, the black, and even intensifying that light brown into like a darker brown, because like I said, it does get a little bit more intense. And I just feel like you can do more of a mix of colors. Now, if I had to choose a favorite, I would say that for the eye looks, I prefer the Minnie Mouse one, because it's like I said, you can do a little bit of both, a little bit of dark, a little bit of light. This one, no matter what, I feel like all my looks have come out just a little bit on the darker side. So I think I prefer the eyeshadows on this one, but I do prefer the highlights in this one. Although I understand why they did blush, because they had already done highlight over here. I guess I just didn't want to include a second highlight, which would have been fine for me, but the blush is also nice, so I do like it. I also like the formula. Like I said, it's pretty intense. It does show up really nicely, and I like the tone of it. I didn't even show you the box, but this is the box that it came in, and the Mickey Mouse one came in a black one. I think it's so cute that they also do the theme around the packaging, because it just goes, it makes you feel like, okay, I'm getting a Minnie Mouse collection, and this is how it looks inside. So again, it has Minnie Mouse all over there, and it did come nicely packaged. This is the wrapper, and it has a little bow right there, and it also came with some stickers. Where are they? Right here. So I'm just guessing that anybody who buys any part of the Minnie Mouse collection, you'll get the little stickers in there, which are really cute. The other ones, I gave them away. The Mickey Mouse ones, I think those are cute. I'm not going to use them. I'm probably just going to give them away to my nieces or something. But, you know, it's kind of cute that they include little stickers in there. So, you guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. I wanted just to show you two looks. I just popped my fingers. But anyways, guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. I wanted to do it a little bit different than I did the Mickey Mouse one, because this one, like I said, was a first impression. And even though I love doing those videos, I do those all the time with different makeup lines or collections and things like that. I wanted to try to do something a little bit different and show you some demos with this palette, so that way in case you need some inspiration to use it, if you're getting it already, or if you don't know for sure if you want to get it or not. I just wanted to show you two looks with this one, so you know, just to change it up a bit in case you watch this one, you won't get like the same format for this one. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.